So you want to change the embouchure. You want to do a little bit of tinkering here. It's basically the same thing that I did, or I completely changed the way that I played and made it 3 times better. So here's some of the things that I use, or some tips, if you will, that I can give you guys just to have a better, better sound, or anything that you want to get better at in terms of sound and setting the embouchure. So this past year at Mesquite High School, I learned that I was a very inconsistent player. I wasn't always, on point of my playing, and my director basically told me that things needed to change and that I had to make adjustments here. That's my main concern, or that was his main concern. And then so he showed me a book of all these trumpet players that had the same, setup, just the normal how you're supposed to play trumpet. So I basically learned playing kind of a puckered face, and my range was awesome. I was playing double G's and double A's on a good day. And then if you look at some of those past videos on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, that you already see me just cramping down, and it was coming out, and trying to hang with Louis Dazzle and things like that, but it wasn't consistent, and I had to really try more than or put more stress on myself than I think I should. I better say that. But so here's some of the things that I did actually change that and become a better player in terms of consistency and everything. And slurs got better. My sound got 3 times bigger. What else? And just flexibility overall is just awesome now. So after all that cramping down, you see the high notes, and then you just want to, just cramp everything down. So I just basically said to myself, I'm going to learn all over again. I'm going to learn the right way. So by me doing that, I can play without pressure up to a high A above the staff. That might be high to some of these people out here just screaming double C's. But everyone's starting somewhere, and everyone's just trying to boost up their range. So any half step or step is a win for me if I can get it without pressure. So that's just basically all I did. So the main exercise that I did was Chickowitz. That was like the main meat for me. That just was golden. Chickowitz was golden for me. So what I would do is just take the mouthpiece and just blow into it. Use your left hand or your non-dominant hand, so it won't put any pressure. And then don't form the embouchure, but put the lips as if you were playing there. So here's what I mean. So your lips are there, and then just blow, and let the cheeks come out. And just get the feeling around the aperture, and just feel how the rim is on your lips, and how you're blowing into it. And you don't really have to engage the muscles around. After that, I would buzz, and then try to keep that same aperture feeling that you felt here, and how the rim is on your lip, and then engage the muscles and perform a buzz. So I would just do that, just playing around with buzzing, and that helped me find a nice solid buzz that would then go into the horn. Because everything you do in this thing is amplified from here. There's it's no valves. It's not this that's making the note changes, which it is, but you need to have the mindset that this is making the note change, and this is not like physically phased, but rather than the airspeed. And that's something that I didn't really understand, because I was always like, oh, I'm gonna get this double G or something. So that's the main thing for me, and that's Chickowitz. Just basically going all the way up to the high A without any pressure. So after doing all this stuff, and then engaging the muscles here in the embouchure, then I would actually play. And I would do that going all the way up to the high A, and try not to use any pressure at all. And it's really hard because, us as trumpet players, we see a note up there, and then we're just immediately thinking, oh, forget all these other notes, I'm just gonna scream this one, or just gonna play this one as loud as much force as I can, rather than us thinking of how are we gonna get there and how are we gonna make that note float on top of everything, instead of just just hammering people in front of us. So this is the mindset I had. So then I would think about no pressure, keeping the throat open. That helped me a lot too, is that I would try to think of the Adam's apple kind of going out that way. It sounds kind of gross, but if you kind of think, that's the way I think about it, is I'm going higher. And also is that with the lips inside the mouthpiece like that, I don't want to put pressure to make it feel like my aperture is doing this and getting smaller. I want it to feel kind of open, so I'm kind of stretching out everything. I don't want to like clamp down. So what I mean by that is, when you're playing and the lips are vibrating, I don't want to like mess up this right here. That's what's making the sound. What I was, in my mind, what I'm thinking of is kind of pulling it apart. Not literally, but it's the mindset. That's all it is. This is a mind game right here. I don't mean like, pulling it out like that. Just embouchure's there. Just think nice, full, and relaxed. And think about the Adam's apple going away from your body. It's a little bit raspy there. Blah. But anyways, that's me with no pressure, and just nice, full, and I can get to B flat and still not have to use pressure. But by the time I get to B natural, then C, then D, I feel like I just had to like push harder, and I don't want to do that. So I just don't want to put any pressure on myself that I don't need to be. In other words, so that's just the basic things that I did, the most straightforward things that you can do. But the rest is just gonna have to be up to you. Like, everyone's different, everyone thinks differently. So it's just about picking up the horn and spending time on it. If you're not dedicated, like make a change or try something that's hard, then you probably won't go anywhere with this thing. But I could be wrong. It could be, someone just picks it up and it's completely natural and it works for them. But if you want to get better, you want to do that, I say do Chikowitz or do arpeggio figures, things like that, and scale. This is what I did also, but just the main meat of it was Chikowitz. Slurs helped out too. That was just getting the flexibility down, but I owe it to Chikowitz. So try it on your own, and I hope this video kind of taught you a lesson and kind of open your mind to new topics or new things that you never heard before. So thank you. Let me know what you think.